Hey guys, Victor33 on the range today. So today, I wanted to bring you a quick video on a option for self-defense under $200. So the question was posed to me a couple times over the last month or two. People asking me on my various social media accounts, what is there any budget options out there for somebody that doesn't have a lot of money, somebody that's lost their job due to the coronavirus stuff, or due to whatever. There's a lot going on in the world right now. I'm not going to get into the politics of any of it, between the riots and the coronavirus, social distancing, and people losing jobs, and there's a lot going on. It's also election year. Historically, election year, people tend to buy a lot more guns. So that said, I went to a couple gun stores yesterday. I couldn't find any handguns under $200 that I'd be willing to bet my life on. There's a lot of videos out there on Taurus and High Point and Kel-Tec and stuff like that. I've seen, honestly, other than High Point, I don't have hardly any experience with them, to be perfectly honest, and I have no desire to have any experience with them. That said, between Kel-Tec and Taurus and those other ones, I've seen far too many failures with those guns to ever consider carrying one for self-defense. And I'm not going to put my name behind one of those guns to recommend to somebody just because quality control is so hit and miss with those guns. I might have one that I can run 5,000 rounds to without a problem. You get one that won't run 2 rounds without a stoppage. So the quality control is so hit and miss with those guns that I couldn't ever recommend them. That said, there is a bright spot out there for home defense. There is an option. It is the Mossberg 500. This right here is the 20 gauge youth model. I also have a 12 gauge that I picked up used. I picked up this one brand new for $135, $140, something like that, for my wife. She actually preferred the full size 12 gauge. Go figure. So I actually have this laying around in the safe, maybe for my son or daughter to take, as their first hunting gun. I think my buddy says he's got a rifle slug barrel for it. It'll be perfect for my son, to go deer hunting with. So it's definitely for $130, $140 for a brand name shotgun. You really can't beat it. This is a 20 gauge. A 20 gauge is effective for home defense. There's not going to be a whole lot of difference at self-defense inside the home distances between a 12 gauge and a 20. There's not going to be hardly any spread. You still have to aim the gun just like you would a rifle. But you're not going to find you a viable self-defense rifle for under $200. It's not going to happen. This right here holds a very respectable 6 rounds. And before I go any further, a shotgun is not the ultimate home defense tool. If you rack it, they're not going to run away. You should already have a round chambered in the gun. Everyone speaks the gospel of the gauge. Just point it in a general direction down the hallway and pull the trigger. All those are false, incredibly dangerous, and you should never do or practice any of those. A shotgun is a very viable tool. It does require training. However, the ammunition for a 12 gauge and a 20 gauge is readily available virtually anywhere. It is arguably one of the best single shot fight enders out there. Is it the best home defense option? No. And I will say it again, it is not the best home defense option. However, in my opinion, for under $200, it arguably is the best home defense option. This right here is a hunting gun. It holds 6 rounds. If you notice, it has a bird barrel on it. It is shorter. This gun's overall length is almost identical to an M16A4 with a 20-inch barrel. I will include a picture right about this point of my AR-15 that I have with an A2 buttstock, and it only has an 18-inch barrel, and it is about an inch shorter than this one. So to say that it's not viable for home defense, I mean, there's a shitload of Marines in Fallujah that cleared an entire city with M16A4s that would argue that, yeah, they're probably not the best option, but they work. So the overall length, there are ways you can short stock this and, other things to make it a little more viable. One thing I did do to this is I added a fiber optic bead to the front. It is orange and green, so it's actually orange surrounded by green. And it really pops when you bring the gun up to your eyes. It's right there. It's like a needle to your eyeball. I mean, it's right there. You can't miss it. The only addition I would make would be a flashlight, and it could be as simple as duct taping an Amazon special flashlight to the gun. I mean, there's a million and one ways to do it. Like I said, for under $200, I paid like $135 for this gun brand new. So you have plenty of room there to play with, getting a decent light to put on here and a mounting system. So this would be my choice for under $200 for home defense. Now that we've covered the reasons that I've selected this as my home defense gun of choice for under $200, I'm going to cover some of the cons. Now, shotgun has several cons. Shotguns are not the end-all be-all home defense gun. They are not the ultimate home defense gun. They are not the best choice for home defense. However, in my opinion, this is the best choice for under $200. If you don't think so, tell me down in the comments why and what you think is better. So don't just give me a problem, give me a solution. That said, train with it. It's got a low ammunition capacity. You're going to have to practice your reloads. Keep ammunition on the gun, either in a butt cuff holder or in a shotgun shell card, which would be my preference on the side of the gun. They do have a little bit more recoil. Take them out, shoot them, get used to it. Ammo selection. Wide range of ammunition. There's only a couple types that are actually effective and usable for home defense. Buckshot and slug. Get them, practice with them, know your points of aim, points of impact. You're going to need to buy a light for it. You need to make sure that what you're shooting is a bad guy and not a family member or a friend or somebody that's not a threat. Your dog, you're not the ATF. Don't shoot dogs. That said, I still recommend this for the budget. So if you differ in opinion, tell me why down below. And by pump action shotgun, I have a Mossberg 500 Youth in my hands, but this also includes Remington 870s and whatever shotguns you can get new or used in the $200 price range. You can't beat them, guys. Get one if you don't got one.